Just walking through here, I don't really have much to say. The reason we selected this direction was that in the future, if the traffic rate requires that this roadway be widened, the 2 lanes which will be added on the opposite side there, which would reverse the other lane, the present eastbound lane. And to try to avoid that, we just went ahead and picked this westbound lane anyway. Had 2 potential sections along here, basically this one and then the one from the bridge behind us there that I showed before, and the Coosa River Bridge. Thought we would use this one because we had a little bit better sight distance on either side and a little bit more longer section to use. Approximately 900 feet of available length here for a test section. We're coming up onto the end of the test section, and you can see the permanent monument there at the edge of the shoulder, of the paved shoulder that is, and you can see the 5 marked down there. So you come up to a curve up over there, just more of the same as I described before. Pasture land. Had quite a bit of rain around here. There's a bit of water standing. Looking back up on the test section. Back up on around across to the south of us. About 70 feet upstream of the beginning of the test section, we have about 6.5 inches of asphalt concrete. And then underneath that, we've got an undetermined depth of soil aggregate material. We couldn't find out what it was. It was sloughing off down in the hole, of course, as we were pulling it out. And due to our traffic limitations, we decided not to go any further than maybe 3 feet down, and we couldn't get beyond where we were mixing that in with the subgrade coming out of the hole. And it does have quite a bit of aggregate particles. Hard to get a real good determination on the size of the aggregate, but with this material being somewhat harder than limestone, mostly gravel, this is probably about the size which we see, predominantly pea gravel size, maybe a little bit larger than that, mixed in with a clay sand, which is just downstream of the end of the test section, and got a little bit more asphalt concrete here, about 7 1/4 inches total. Aggregate so hard that a couple of teeth on the auger there broke off as we were going down through there, and material underneath, which is classified on these forms as a subbase, is the same soil aggregate material we saw back in the first hole we did. What we're going to do now is to pull off on the shoulder and go down, maybe penetrate 2-3 feet into the soil there and examine what the subgrade appears to be. We just drilled into the shoulder. Looks like it might be a little bit more fine than coarse here. I believe it was characterized for selection as a clay sand. That may be what we have. It's kind of hard to distinguish though at this time. If I had to color it, I'd say it's a little bit more clay than sand right now. Just going to look over here and focus in on it. You can see what I'm talking about right there. It also looks like the same, appears the material which the fire ants have pulled up here on the shoulder has been more fine and coarse also, although we do have quite a bit of sand mixed in. The sandy clay may be a more accurate characterization of this. Ends the video for test section 11021 in Wetumpka, Alabama.